Yo, 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 yo. Um, all right, let's get into the trade for today. Obviously, it was an L, but was it really an L? So coming into the day, there was some pretty good draws, to the downside and to the upside. So I was really just waiting for the market to show its hand, and I was going to make kind of my decision on where I wanted to trade for the day based on that. So we obviously took a huge dump down on market open. I still had some of these draws to the downside, um, which eventually got hit. But man, this was a tough one for sure. I actually ended up taking two trades today. I'm locked out of my account. Two trades is my max. One was an L for like half risk, and then the other was a break even trade. Um, so what was the trade I took? So the first trade I took was on M&Q. As you can see, this is a 15-minute fair value gap, which was formed at the close of this candle. So I was waiting, or there was a 5 minute, sorry. That actually is kind of important because that adds context. So there was already a 5 minute here, and we failed to tap into it, and then we eventually created the 15, which we also failed to tap into. So on ES, we actually did tap into this 5 minute gap right here, which is the only reason I actually ended up taking the short position. And then we also had this 15 minute, which we ultimately tapped into, and now we're dumping. Oh, this is so frustrating. Um, all right. So, now that that's the context is kind of given there, what was I looking for? At right about here, there was an SMT with that 5 minute gap that I just said. We inverse this leg. So I obviously entered short. I was targeting at least a 1 to 1. I think I was gonna target these lows. My break even was gonna be here, and that was gonna be the trade. So what ended up happening? Why did I lose? Well, um, once I entered, I saw that we instantly started switching to the upside. And so my thought process was, well, which maybe this is where I messed up with, because I guess if ES already tapped into the 5 minute and the SMT was already created, I shouldn't be expecting for the SMT to get invalidated in order for it to go lower, if that makes sense. Which that actually makes perfect sense. So kind of a kind of a mistake on my end, but however, I mean, if there's any signs for this to take out this high, I mean, this would be it, right? Like a super strong V shape right after I entered. Um, we inverse this gap. We're still climbing. So right around here, I think I closed out of my position and started looking to enter um again later if an opportunity presents itself. So based on that, I was kind of flipping between the indexes, ES and NASDAQ. And what I saw was where I entered my trade, um, was I believe I entered here, stops above this high because I figured, all right, we're now going to displace to these lows, right? Stops at those highs, and I was targeting these lows for my draw for a 1 to 9. So I'll see what ended up happening. I went break even at this low. Price reverses off of I don't know what, and then goes down to hit my TP later. Now, if I could have ended up hitting this trade, would have made a lot of money, and I might have passed my account. Um, but no sense in crying over spilled milk. Just got to be patient next time. Understand that price will give you a better setup than just trying to take a 1 minute fair value gap fill. Um, so there was honestly really no point in me even trying to take that. That was just me wanting to get back in to the position because I guess I was kind of upset that I didn't technically get stopped out here. So just kind of a mental error on my part. Um, but yeah, I mean, it kind of sucks knowing I entered a winning trade and lost money because of it. But I'm not upset at the close. I think I'm more upset about my next second trade that I got into, how it was a little too early and it just didn't make entire sense. But I mean, would I take this trade again 10 out of 10 times? Yes. I think this is a good trade. I just needed to have understood that it doesn't make sense for this high to now be taken after an S&T was already put in. Um, so yeah, I think that would do it justice. And then the second thing is my stats on this account are actually pretty good. I don't know if I should click that. I don't know what that'll show, and I don't want to edit this. So my stats are pretty good. I have around a 70 something percent win rate. However, I'm only up on the account $612. So how have I not passed, right? I've been at this for a month. I won 70% of my trades, and it's from two things: going break even too early. A lot of the times I'll go break even a little too early at highs that don't make really enough good enough sense to go break even with, which this break even I'm not mad at. I think this was good. I just think the trade overall doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I should have waited for, I guess, this inverse. I mean, you're running a 10.5 point stop, and guess you could do something like this, but I don't know. I feel like the TP might be a little greedy. Definitely better suited on MNQ, and the trade I would have wanted to have taken if I didn't take that second stupid trade was this right here. I mean, this was so obvious, right? Price comes up, takes out internal liquidity for the last, I guess, manipulation before we dump, comes down and versus this leg. I don't want to take an entry all the way down here, right? Because then this is what I'm learning, which this is good. If I take my entry all the way down here, my break even's right here, right? Or here, I guess, if I wanted, or here, depending on, but for my specific strategy, my break even is the lower high of the leg that I'm trading out of. So this is the leg that was made that I'm taking the inversion out of, and this is break even, and this would have break even me. Oh gosh. It would have been a break even trade, even though it won. So what am I looking for? Well, I'm looking for price to come back into this inverse for value gap and see rejections out of it. So right here, this is also first presented 1 minute of the leg. Stops go above the high. Boom. That is a monster trade. I mean, how much would this have been? 28. I probably would have risked, I don't know, like 8 cons. So 16 times 117. That's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. It's tough. But yeah, it is what it is. At least I'm just glad I didn't end up losing because the old me, if this would have happened, count's gone, essentially. I mean, I would have easily lost $1,000 um trading in this shit because I just couldn't handle myself after doing that. Um, so yeah, this was good. It was a good learning day. Sucks that it had to be for an L, but I think I learned a lot about just kind of so crazy. I feel like I'm so close to being just getting payout, 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 but I'm just not there yet. So it's all good. I'll get there. Hopefully tomorrow I'll take a big dub, and then I'll be back at this. Um,